Amanda Hutchings, and I graduated in 2003. It's been a while, and I'm the president of Peak Manufacturing. A typical day for me would be to come into the office. So I have a staff of about 33 people, and I would just come in, make sure everything's going smooth. The primary focus of my day is usually financials, so I deal with the accounting and kind of management of our profit loss and all the different components to run a successful business. But most of it's managing others, making sure I have a great team and making sure that team is happy in their jobs, and making sure that each department is doing what we need to do in order to get that good profitability in the end. So I do a lot of auditing. I audit different processes and the people, but primarily it's just making sure everybody's happy. So I went to Baker College here in Jackson after I graduated from Northwest, and there I got my business administration degree. So I started seeking out different positions in marketing. I wanted to focus on marketing more because I'm a marketing artsy girl and I love all the graphic design and everything. And I ended up working for, he was a manufacturer, and he had a foundation, a nonprofit foundation called the Shop Rat Foundation. And they originally hired me to write grants and just kind of help kick off the nonprofit and kind of handle the marketing for that. Once I was hired into that position, I was also doing some side work for the manufacturing company. So I was a administrative assistant. I was answering the telephones. As time went on, there was just a lot of changes within the manufacturing company, so I was promoted into different positions. So I went from administrative assistant to office manager to quality manager to operations manager, and eventually the role of the president. So I kind of fell into it. It was definitely something that I did not imagine that I would be doing. Like I said, I've always had a love for and passion for art, photography, painting, all that type of stuff. So it's a lot different, but you can use a lot of those skills and a lot of that creativity in the role that I have today. So. In high school, I was obsessed with art, and I was going to go to the College for Creative Studies college in Detroit, and I was going to get this miraculous art degree, and my mom kind of sat me down and said, look, you got to do something a little bit more practical. And she crushed my dreams, but it was like the best thing she ever did for me. So I decided to kind of go for something where I could utilize business, because obviously that's a successful thing that anybody can get a job in business in general. It didn't really matter whether it's manufacturing or whatever. So I got a business administration in that, but I decided to major in marketing. And so when I did that, it kind of opened up a lot of doors for me, so I could get into the visual artistic side of it. I wanted to actually get a degree in graphic design as well. But once I got into college and I really started going through the business administrative things, I started to kind of see the value of that and started to do less and less of the arts. And it just worked out perfect because I ended up in a job that I love that's more the business administration. And then what I've done is, on a personal level, I have my own business outside of that where I'm a photographer and I do graphic design. So you don't always have to follow your passion necessarily, because it'll all work out in the end. It's more of what you do in your day-to-day life to have those creative outlets. And for me, having that business on the side really helps me to do that. The thing I enjoy most about my career is the people. I have an amazing team of people that I work with. We're a very small company. We're out in the middle of nowhere. Like, we're all very small town people, and we just have so much fun. I cook for my staff. We sit down, we eat together every day for lunch, as much as we can anyways. And like, my goal always, and I say this is my number one job duty, is to make my staff happy, because really that's the most important thing. The business itself, we make a part that goes into a semi-truck wheel. Not very exciting, people have to want to come to work to do something fun, and the fun part is the people that you surround yourself with. So my favorite thing absolutely is the people. Problem solving is really important in my job. To have emotional intelligence is really important. So being able to not react on emotion, but react, with methodology and make sure that you're thinking things through before you act on them. I think that's really important. Work ethic in general, so just work hard, play hard as well, but make sure that you follow through and you follow up on things, and you answer everybody's questions, and attention to detail is huge. Some people have it, some people don't, and it's extremely important in a high-level job to be able, and especially in accounting, to be able to detect those things and figure out if there is an issue, try to figure out what the problem was and the solution for it. Jackson area especially is, there's so many opportunities for manufacturing. So Jackson is one of the most popular places in the state of Michigan, and really nationwide, that has a network of manufacturers and a network of educators that all work together to try to promote manufacturing. So I'm a huge supporter of women in manufacturing and bringing youth into manufacturing. So there are so many programs out there between the career centers. Locally, we have the ShopRat Foundation, which is great to start at the middle school level. I work with the Jackson Area Manufacturers Association, and they have an apprenticeship program. So you can take classes, actually work at a manufacturer's and get your degree, and then you'll have a place to work from that point on. So there's just some amazing opportunities, and you don't have to go to college for 4 or 5 years to do so. You can actually make good money, and that's one of the things I was very surprised of going into the manufacturing industry, is that a lot of these people are making really good money. You get in, especially into quality control and any of the upper management jobs, even something as simple as CNC operation, and some of those guys are making really good money. And there's just such a need here in the community for it. So just take advantage of all the different resources.